about software, we often just think of developers, but it's actually much more than that. Can you please tell us what front end, back end, and full stack developers actually do?
Absolutely. So building software requires a team. You have your backend developers. These are folks that build everything behind the scene. So your databases, your servers, APIs, the business logic, and they'll work with languages like Python, Java, or Node.js. We'll give more examples of the kind of work they do later on in the conversation. But you have your backend developers, and then you have the front end developers who build what users see and interact with. This would be the buttons, the forms, the navigation, and they work with languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or frameworks like React or Angular. And a full stack developer is simply somebody who is a generalist that can do both the front end and the back end work, which is really valuable for startups when you're looking to build an application because you don't need front end or back end specialists, but you can have a full stack developer who can do both types of work. Uh, let's come towards some examples. So we have Airbnb. On Airbnb, a front-end developer would be programming how the search bar looks, how the filters look, the map view, the aesthetics of that, and how the booking interface is. So everything that the user interacts with visually. And a back-end developer would be writing the code that handles how the matching gets done, how to manage multiple bookings, how to manage the payments and the user data. And a full-stack developer would be somebody in Airbnb's case that would be able to do both the UI or the visual effects. So, for example, how the filters look or how they work, and then the back end logic of it, which would be how to sort the data and only show the relevant listings based on the filter chosen. Another example is Instagram. So, in Instagram, the front end developer would build out how the feed looks. So when you're scrolling in the feed, how a picture looks or how a video looks, that interface that the user sees would be built by a front-end developer, and the back-end developer would be writing code that manages where the image is stored, how to process the different types of images you can take, and then how the recommendation algorithm works, so what image to show you. And a full-stack developer would be somebody who could do both the front-end and the back-end. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.